What is the most important thing that you can do for a car's performance? A lot of people would argue that it's tires, where the rubber actually meets the road. And I'm sure if you ask the folks over at Pirelli, they would say the same thing. That's why they've invited us out here to Las Vegas Motor Speedway, a really impressive facility to check out the new Pirelli P0 AS Plus 3. This is one of their most popular tires that they have put a ton of work into developing further. So in this video, we are going to walk through everything that makes this tire really special by first getting one of these Supras out on the track to see how it performs with performance driving. And then we're going to talk to Paulo, one of Pirelli's development experts, about what makes this tire unique. Though this video is not sponsored by Pirelli, it is an interesting opportunity to get behind the curtain and talk to some of the people that are in charge with one brand of some of the most important components that you can put on your car. And here is what kind of difference a quality tire can make to your vehicle, no matter what brand that tire may be. All right, we finally have a chance to get out on the new P0 AS Plus 3. And to test the tire, we are actually in a brand new Toyota Supra. This is one of the automatic Supras, not the manual, but still, 382 horsepower. This is a really impressive car on now a new high-performance tire from Pirelli. And coming into some of these corners, leading into the brakes, even though I'm not a particularly talented track driver by any stretch of the imagination, there's pretty solid, confident feel from these tires in just the little bit that I've driven so far in the Supra. Heavy on the brakes leading into this turn here. And again, I mean, really solid performance from these tires. It's making up for the fact that, again, my driving is nothing special whatsoever. Even when I carry too much speed into a turn and I'm not getting heavy enough on the brakes, I'm surprised at how much I can lean on the grip from these tires. It's a really solid performance. In addition to driving the Supra around the track on the Pirelli P0 AS Plus 3 tire, I also got to drive a few of Pirelli's other tires on a CTS from Cadillac as well as a BMW SUV around some different courses to test different aspects of these tires. And in the BMW, I even got to do a little bit of braking performance testing in the wet, which is one of the big things that makes this new generation of tire from Pirelli different from the previous generation. And to see just how those things have changed over time, let's talk to Paulo from Pirelli to get an idea of what exactly went into engineering these tires. Now, in order to get a better idea of what's going on with this new Pirelli P0 AS Plus 3, we have Paulo here, who is really head of development for this, right?
Yep. We developed this product for the US market.
So we have really, I mean, the expertise straight from Milan to tell us a little bit about what makes this tire unique. And there's some really key numbers when it comes to improvements on this tire. So things like up to 20% better braking performance in the snow, and up to 10% better braking performance in the wet. And I know that there's a lot of engineering that goes into making that happen, but actually looking at the tire here, I know some of that comes down to the tread pattern and some of it comes down to the compound, right?
Yeah, I would say that everything is designed to work together.
Right.
You see, there is a balance between every feature of the tires, because design a tire is a sort of fight every day against the trade-offs.
Right.
We know how to improve the snow, but we know that these maneuvers can have an effect on the other performance.
Too, I mean, if you change the compound to be better in the snow and at colder temperatures, a lot of times then in the summer when it warms up, it will wear quicker. And that's another area where this tire is actually improved, is that the tread wear is what, up to 20% better tread toward the end of its life, right?
Yeah. This is another particular attention that we put on the new products. Develop the tires and try to make them consistent till the end of the life. You showed the graphs this morning, and the tread patterns stay consistent till the end of the life because the tread pattern doesn't lose cuts or grooves during the mileage. So when worn. So
basically, toward the end of the tire's life, you still have that same kind of tread pattern. And then that graph that you mentioned.
Not only, but also you see that we increase the length of some sipes during the life of the tire, because you see here they start making a different shape.
Yeah, so deeper in these sipes, you can see that they
weaving.
They start to get a weaving pattern the further down you go. So it's actually the tread pattern almost changes a little bit as the tire wears down.
Yeah, there is a lot of technology also in designer sipes. So sipes is not only a straight cut on a block.
Is that unique to Pirelli? Are there any other tires that have a design like that?
It's patented, and we use, thanks to the simulation approach, we know where to put this kind of sipes.
I mean, that should, in theory, make for a really impressive tire over time, because it's really common that you'll buy maybe a cheaper tire, and when you first get it, it might be really good in the snow, but over time it will degrade, whereas in theory this tire should be a lot better performing over its entire life. And you guys had an interesting graph where you showed that at the half-life of the tire, the performance or the efficiency, the graph said, should be 99%. And then at the end, about 82%, which is a huge improvement over the previous tire, but also just good in general. So when you guys talk about having 99% of that efficiency at the tire's half-life, what is that really measuring? Is that traction, or
it's how many elements of the tread stay consistent during the life.
Right.
So it's something that we can do even before building the first prototypes, because thanks to the 3D modeling, we are able to preview in every instant of the life of the tires, which is the aspect, which is the tread efficiency.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time, and thank you for elaborating on some of the design of the tire. It's always good to get to hear from an expert that can dive way deeper into what makes this a unique tire than what I'm able to. So thank you again for your time. From every bit of testing that I've been able to do today with this tire, it has performed really impressively. Of course, here, just in this single day course, we're not really able to test how it works over the long term, but hopefully we'll be able to get a set of these tires at some point and maybe see what it does in the snow and how it performs over different conditions. So let me know what you think down in the comments below, and we'll see you all in the next video.